A lot goes on behind the scenes of everyday items that we use, which many people don't often think about when purchasing these items. People are surprised to find that research and testing conducted on animals in order to procure these items, such as pharmaceutical drugs, cosmetics, etc., and even more surprising items such as our cleaning products and contact lenses. We love our pets and so many other animals, so where do we draw the line when it comes to animal testing, and what are scientists and the public saying about it? Animal testing has been around since ancient times. A rise in the practice came about, however, in the 20th century as a method of ensuring consumer safety, notably with the Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Act of 1938. Substances are tested for various things, such as the ability to damage cells, to cause changes in genetic material, cause cancer, birth defects, which are all things that testing helps us avoid. Animals are tested for the results of harmful chemicals through methods such as force feeding, annihilation, or injection. These methods used to conduct testing on animals are certainly very controversial, but many scientists still believe that it's still the best way, because without these preliminary studies in animal species, it would still be very unethical to test in humans. Veterinarians also claim that testing helps prevent man-made diseases for the animals themselves. So what about scientists that are post-animal testing? Well, animals are often disregarded in ethicality because animals don't have feelings, right? Well, according to leading behavior expert Mark Bekoff, it is bad biology to argue against the existence of animal emotions. Also, animal testing is not as reliable as one might think due to the fact that 9 out of 10 experimental drugs fail in clinical studies because we cannot accurately predict how they will behave in people based on laboratory and animal studies. So aside from professional opinion, what does the public think about animal testing? In a study done for the Department of Business, Innovation and Skills on the British public in 2014, of the 969 respondents questioned, 68% agreed they can accept the use of animals in research for medical purposes when there are no alternatives. So although the trend is changing, a majority of the public are still in support of animal testing. PETA and the American Association of Advancement of Science have found that in the demographic groups they surveyed, 54% of those surveyed found animal testing morally wrong in 2013 versus just 31% of those same people surveyed in 2001. From this statistic, we can see that the same group's viewpoints have changed over time. The group says a surge of the use of internet during this period from 2001 to 2013 may explain the trend, given the fact that the presence of strong animal rights activist groups on the media and the fact that we can see the images of harmed animals for ourselves. Today, industries are adapting to meet the rising demand for cruelty-free options, which are often identified by the Leaping Bunny logo on their products, and the rise of cruelty-free products show that this is an issue that people care about and will hopefully lead to increased animal testing alternatives in the future. What are some of these alternatives to animal testing, you may ask? Some of them are engineering tissue or testing that is being conducted virtually using computers and simulation software. Or in certain tests, human volunteers can replace animals. These human volunteers can get microdoses of potential drugs that will not harm them but can be analyzed by tests. So given that the fact that we have alternatives, why don't we just switch to those and stop using animal testing? Well, unfortunately, the research and methods are not quite advanced yet to replace animal testing and the wide range use that it has. Those developing the alternatives still have to deal with many undiscovered technologies, as well as an adverse risk approach to adopting change. The issue of animal testing continues to be a huge controversial issue and looks like it will be into the future. If you care about this issue, you can join others online in your community to raise your opinion and educate yourself on the effects of animal testing on us, the public, scientific opinion, and public opinion. Thank you.